One Up Me podcast.
Welcome to the One Up Me podcast. Thank you, everybody that's listened so far. You've made it to episode 3. 3 different views of Bloodborne.
Episode 3.
So, before we start the show, we're going to talk about what we've been playing so far. So, I took my Switch out into the wild, finally, to
actually...
Go ahead.
So he doesn't feel really awkward.
Oh, that's true.
We actually have a friend with us today. He's been... We thought we'd get him on because we kind of wanted to... He started playing Bloodborne a week or two ago. And we wanted to see like what his thoughts are compared to ours, because we have different play times on it. You want to introduce yourself, Jake?
What's up? I'm Jake. I really love video games, so I thought it'd be interesting to come on here and talk about them with Ryan and Jordan. Talk about my scrub experience with Bloodborne. Really fun game, but it's really cooking my butt.
All right. So obviously he's been playing Bloodborne. We'll save that for later because that is like the big topic. As he opens a cola.
Yeah, open my
A nice
Jordan,
old cola.
What have you been playing lately?
I've been playing a lot of Overwatch lately, just grinding and deathmatch, just trying to get better at some heroes. But I took my Switch out in the wild, finally,
yeah.
like
We
in the
talked
real
about that
world.
last week.
And it was very interesting. I was just sitting at a shop having a cup of tea, and people were like, "What is that thing?" I'm like, a Switch."
Man,
Like,
they acting like they don't know. They know what it is. That's a
I know.
Switch, baby.
I'm like, this kid came around the corner. He's like, "Mom, and it's no Switch." Like, came up and tried touching it. And his mom, like, kind of like, "Billy, don't touch that." And I'm like, "Hey, man, I'm just trying to beat this boss on Mario. Like, just leave me alone, please."
Man, the Switch is awesome.
So, what have you been playing, Ryan?
Overwatch, of course.
Yeah. I think we've all been playing Overwatch at least a little bit.
Yeah.
I have so much trouble with my internet though that it just throws me into a rage when I get kicked like 4 or 5 games. Just want to flip my desk.
You definitely need to get better.
We can't really play competitive with Ryan because he will get kicked.
Constantly. Yeah. It's a constant struggle. It's like what's the name of that book where the woman has to decide which of her children to kill or something? It's like
that sounds pretty dark, man. I don't know.
It's somebody's decision, but she has to decide which one of her kids dies. That's pretty much what I have to deal with every time I turn on competitive.
That sounds.
How is it like deciding which one of your kids died? What?
It just sucks, I guess.
That's Ryan for you, folks.
That's so sad.
Sorry
so
if I cough a little bit. I've been under the weather for the last few days.
We're trying to get him feeling better with positive energy and lots of drugs. So
yeah, exactly.
How do you feel about this new some of the new Overwatch changes that are happening?
I hate Bridget so much.
I don't like Bridget either. Like, when will these changes actually go live? Because I haven't played Overwatch in a couple weeks. So
pretty soon. Like the competitive season, I think it has like maybe 4 days left now.
Yeah.
If that.
It's 3 or 4, I think. I think so. I feel like
the competitive season ends April 27th.
I know what y'all told me about the changes to Lucio, about how he'll be able to wall run around corners and stuff.
Yeah, man.
Like, that would... Like, if I had that when I was playing on PS4, that would have been so awesome. That'll help console players out a lot, I think, because it's just harder to wall run on console, in my opinion. It's so much easier with a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah,
I don't really have a problem with that on a mouse and keyboard, but with console, I hated it.
Yeah, the fact that you won't like get disconnected is easily like when you're going around corners.
Yeah,
that's gonna help a lot.
Yeah. So as a Tracer player, how do you feel about the changes to her, Ryan?
I think it's stupid.
What are they changing?
They're nerfing. The only thing that they're nerfing is her ultimate. They're reducing the damage from 400 to 300.
No,
but
I don't feel like her nerf need to. I don't think her ultimate need to nerf.
She has one of the only skill-based ultimates in the game.
Because you gotta get right up close.
You gotta get
and
up
stick them. Yeah,
inside somebody's butthole,
and then teleport out.
And then get out of there. Like, besides,
I mean, if you stick it to a tank, it's not gonna kill them.
No, I mean, usually what you could.
I mean, like a Junkrat Riptire can kill a tank.
Yeah, it can kill like 3 tanks.
Yeah.
Like I just don't understand. Besides like her and Genji, there's not that many skill-based ultimates in the game. Most of them are just like
point and do it. Yeah.
I think a lot of the skill with ults in that game depend on
Timing and
how
stuff.
the timing, how
Yeah.
you use them, combining them with your team. But I mean, that's another topic. We're not here to talk about Overwatch.
Yeah. Just I don't want to
Yeah.
go down that rabbit hole too far. Are there? I mean, I guess I can talk about what games I've been playing. The game I've been playing the most, I haven't been able to play that much because of school. Just stressing me out to the absolute max.
Yeah, I know how that feels.
Is Ni no Kuni 2.
Oh,
I like it.
game.
Is it even fun?
Oh yeah, it's really fun.
I've been wanting to play the first one.
It's
I
I
haven't
liked
got
the
around
first
to it.
one. I ended up selling my PS3 before I finished it, but
Mhm.
I don't think I
wonderful-
like it quite as much as the first one. But it's really good.
I
It's got
like
a
it
different
more than the
combat.
first
Like,
one.
There's not in the first one they had this kind of Pokemon-esque capture monsters type deal,
Mm-hmm.
and that's completely gone. Now it's like a real-time strategy RPG kind of.
I love
then-
it. It
Oh,
is
like
so
strategy
good.
RPG,
Kind of
like Halo Wars.
No,
Yeah,
no,
like
no,
I
no,
fucking
no,
hate
it's
that kind
not,
of game.
It's not that
Japanese
deep.
RPG
Okay.
style.
It's just you. I don't even. I feel like I'm not saying it. There's strategy to it, but it's like separated. The combat is just like open. I guess that you
Yeah.
can like run around and hit people, and then you have like these little minion things that not like minion from the Despicable Me, but they run around and you collect them. So it is you do kind of collect little monsters, but you go up to like a group of them and you'll press X, and they'll activate an ability they have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
they're
then
they're
there
actually
are
pretty
these
useful.
Tactical type moments where like you're commanding an army or something.
Okay.
Yeah, those are actually pretty cool. It's like army versus army
Yeah,
kind
exactly.
of a thing.
I think
and
I'm about 5 or 6 hours in, so I just kind of now got to that part.
yeah,
and then-
it's
I haven't even gotten to the kingdom building. Have you?
I have, and it's that's when I realized how much time and effort they actually put into this game. Like I understood it, but that really like brought it home to me and kind of helped me because I knew they spent tons of time and energy on
Yeah.
the beautiful music and the art and everything. But when you finally get your kingdom up and going, it's like, what? You could spend hours just doing that, and I'm like, that's pretty cool. And it's actually important to the game too. Like you can, and it changes how you play the game without spoiling anything for anybody. But it helps you play the game exactly how you personally want to play it.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to getting to that area of the game as well. Then of course I've always got this backlog of games: The Witcher, Final Fantasy 15, Persona 5, which I never finished. I've got about 30 hours into that, so I got about 70 hours to go.
You're one of those guys. You're one of those people that'll you start a game and then you don't finish it and you go to another game.
Yep.
I'm one of those people that doesn't want to go to the next game until I finish the one that I'm currently playing.
Yeah,
That's a lot. I just bounce between games. I have to I know I can't play Ni no Kuni 2 and different games like that on certain days because I can't emotionally invest myself into a game and then go to work. So I'll be like,
Yeah.
so and so happened in this game, and I'm all torn up about it.
I haven't really gotten in. I mean, no spoilers since it's such a new game.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about games in general,
Yeah.
playing like a adventure style game, like a story based game and whatnot. I know I get deep into the story sometimes, and
Yeah. I mean, I haven't gotten to that part in that game yet, but I know what you're talking about.
yeah, I forgot who tweeted it out, but somebody, I feel like it was Steam or somebody, but they were pretty much asking how many games do you have in your library, and then how many games do you actually play, and everyone was like, I play 1 game, or I play 5 games, and they have thousands of games and hundreds of games, and they only play a handful of them and stuff. And so it was interesting to see that how we all find our little bubble of games sort of a thing, and we stick to it, and we kind of just don't really ever venture out.
Yeah. Are there any other games that y'all been playing?
That I've
Let's
been
have-
playing right
Yeah,
now.
either one of you besides Bloodborne, because
I mean, like I said, I like to play a game until I beat it. So Bloodborne's the only thing I've been playing right now.
yeah.
I've recently finally finished Final Fantasy 15. Gosh,
Nice.
I took a really long break from that game.
I never.
Now I
never
need to
beat it.
get like the DLCs and play
Yeah.
those.
Did you update that chapter that people didn't like?
Hmm?
Did you get that update? Oh, was it chapter 13 or something that people didn't like?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't even gotten there yet. I don't know. I'm like 10 hours in, maybe.
Wow. Okay.
What about you, Jordan?
I haven't played it.
Yeah. What about you? Played
It's-
any other games though lately?
Let's
that is.
see. I've been playing Super Mario Odyssey. I picked up
Yeah.
some. What's it called? Let me look at my. There it is. Yeah, I played some Dub Wars earlier today. So it takes like different dubstep songs and stuff from up and coming artists. Well, maybe they're not up and coming, but just artists in general. And you have to fly around a little ship. So imagine like Space Invaders with like dubstep music. And
What is
like
that game?
Dub Wars.
I gotta say, man, that sounds terrible.
What is it? What do you do?
So it's
Oh,
like
this is the game you were telling me about.
yeah, it's like Space Invaders with like dubstep music, and like your weapons react to the music that's playing, and so you have to last as long as the song does, kind of a thing. And that's all it really is. You're just flying a spaceship, and and the weapons react to different dubstep sounds and whatnot.
That sounds like a cool concept, but I just freaking hate dubstep music.
Man, I hate that.
I don't know if I could play that.
Yeah, if you definitely don't-
I kinda
No, I
like
did love
very-
the dubstep canon in Saints Row 3, I think it was.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that
think it was
was a
Saints Row
fun
3.
weapon to use, but
I
Yeah.
think I have to agree.
Oh,
In concept, that could be cool, but I freaking hate the boom boom.
Yep. if you definitely don't like electronic music, you wouldn't like that game.
No.
But it was free with my Twitch Prime that I had, so I figured I'd download it and try it while I was listening to a
guess,
podcast
right.
earlier today.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's all I've really been playing. I've really just been playing a lot of Overwatch and a lot of Splatoon 2 and Super Mario Odyssey.
Yeah, I haven't been playing. I just haven't been playing that many games in general because of school. It's driving me insane. I really. Oh man, I just want to pick up God of War though. Like it just looks so good.
it looks amazing. I would love to play it. I love God of War, one of my favorite game series. I love those action adventure hack and slash type games. you
Yeah.
know. So I'm really excited to play God of War.
And, I mean, it's obviously a lot. It's obviously very different from what it used to be, but it still looks incredible.
Well, I mean, he killed all the Greek gods. Yeah, different. He gotta go on and kill someone else
I
now.
mean, like the
Well, no,
gameplay,
yeah.
and there's an actual story and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
With the kid.
definitely they definitely one up themselves on that.
Mm-hmm.
So what got both of you into Bloodborne? I obviously never played it because I don't have access to a PS4.
Well, no, I've been wanting to play. I still haven't played any of the Dark Souls games. Whenever they came out, one of my friends who's really good at video games, he was talking about how hard it was, and I was like, man, I don't know if I would like a game like that. But then, after a while, I got more into RPGs and stuff, and I've been wanting to play them and just haven't got a chance. And then Ryan had Bloodborne, and he let me borrow it last week, and so I've been playing it, and it's a really good game. Having a lot of fun with it.
What do you think of the combat style as a new player to it?
I like it. I mean, it took a bit of getting used to, like having to manage your stamina bar and stuff. For those of you that don't know, you have a stamina bar in this game. Every time you run or swing your weapon, it drains some of your stamina. And, I play games like God of War and Devil May Cry. Like, those are some of my favorite games. You can do crazy combos in those games without having to worry about a stamina bar, right? And so I get in this game and try to do some crazy
get your
combos
ass
like that,
kicked.
and I get my butt kicked because I run out of stamina and I can't dodge people.
Yeah, you're just gonna take it
Yeah.
if you try to fight like a hack and slash type game.
Yeah. But it's a game that definitely took some getting used to, having to learn how to manage your stamina bar. And, like, at first the game is overwhelming because, like, you don't have a map. There's no objective markers. I'm like, oh, crap.
Yeah.
Like, where am I supposed to go? What am I supposed to do? But eventually you figure it out, You just have to run around the area and open doors one at a time, Kind of like playing Call of Duty Zombies. You start off in a smaller area, and then you have to open doors as you go. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's almost in a way a survival horror game too.
It kind of is. Yeah. There are some horror element to it, and I really like it. You know, all the different kinds of beasts in the game.
Like how
Like the bosses and stuff. The
Man.
bosses look amazing.
bosses are. That game is absolutely gorgeous.
And yeah, and I think like From Software, you know, they do a good job with this kind of stuff. Like I've seen some of the bosses from the Dark Souls games, even though I haven't played them yet, but they look horrifying.
Yeah, they're
But
terrifying.
my God. Then so they kind of brought that art style into Bloodborne too, and it just makes it look really good. It fits with the story, you know, the setting like dark and depressing, and
I like the
you're constantly attacked by monsters.
like the Victorian England, like late 19th century
Mhm.
setting.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like one of my favorite time periods and stuff, like with Sherlock Holmes and Jack the Ripper and all that crap.
One of my favorite streamers.
Yeah, I absolutely would not want to live in that time
No,
period.
no,
No,
no.
not at all.
No, you would probably die a horrible death.
One of my
It's
favorite
like-
streamers did play Bloodborne a little bit, and it was interesting to see just how bloody it is and how insane
Yeah,
it
Oh, yeah.
is.
yeah.
And
After
what
you
drew me
kill-
to it was definitely the fact that I'm a big H.P. Lovecraft fan. I might not be able to quote everything he's ever written or whatever, but I definitely enjoy what he writes or what
That
he wrote.
man, isn't he?
Man.
Didn't he turn out to be like a raving racist or something?
Probably, yeah.
I have
Pretty
no
sure,
idea.
like, I'm pretty sure people.
I've never read any of his stuff.
I'm pretty sure like.
He's
it
like the
came out that he
grandfather
hates
of
black
all horror stuff. You know, he came out with Cthulhu and all these other things
Well, you
and
know what
whatnot.
he thinks
You know.
is a cosmic horror.
So what?
Yep.
He said, "You know what Lovecraft thinks is cosmic horror." Because you know he's a racist. Is what I was saying.
Yep. But this is definitely if I ever do get a PS4, because that God of War edition definitely is calling my name. I need to go. Shouldn't go buy
Yeah,
it.
but you gotta. The problem is you gotta spend like $450 to buy God of War.
Yeah.
I know.
I
So-
think it would be awesome if you got a PS4 and then like we could all play Bloodborne online together.
Yeah, then
Okay.
I'd
Oh, it's
get a
multiplayer,
PS
too?
Plus
That sounds
Yeah,
subscription
it is.
for that.
And see, they do the multiplayer like I think the multiplayer works like Borderlands. The more people you have in your party, the harder the bosses are.
Probably.
Yeah.
okay, that
So I
sounds
think
cool.
that's how they do it. And so yeah, I think that would be a really fun
I don't
experience.
think it ever like catches up though. Like it never. Like if you have 4 people beating the crap out of one of the bosses,
Mhm.
you know, you're
I don't
probably
know.
gonna win.
But I mean, since I haven't tried it yet, I don't know how much the bosses scale and difficulty. Because I know, like with Borderlands, even if you have 4 people, some of those bosses are really freaking hard. They will
That's
still
true.
destroy you.
Yeah.
They
That's
have
true.
tons of health. It takes forever to kill them.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm pretty sure they probably did it like that.
You like how like wet everything is in Bloodborne.
I love how you'll kill a group of enemies at the beginning of a level and get covered in blood, and like you go through the entire level covered in blood.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Just like caked in blood. And,
Yeah, like head to toe, covered in blood everywhere. A very bloody game.
It's a bloody good time. Yeah.
I ought to smack you right now
Please
doing
don't.
these stupid puns.
I guess.
Uh,
Of course, like I said, Jordan's never played it because he doesn't have a PS4. I've put about 100 hours into it. How long have you played it?
not long, only
Uh-huh.
about 15, 16 hours, something
Right,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
What have you done so far?
Like I've gotten to the second level, I guess you would call it. Like I just killed the what's it called, bloodthirsty beast or something.
Bloodstarved Beast.
The what?
Bloodstarved Beast.
Yeah, blood-starved beast. Yeah, like I
Yeah.
just killed that. That's
It's
as
not
far
a,
as I've gotten.
I had an easy boss. I don't mean there's only
Yeah, the blood-starved beast was really easy. Like compared to
compared to others, yeah, you could say
compared
that,
to
yeah.
one of the first bosses in the game,
Father Gascoigne.
Father what?
Gascoigne.
I can't pronounce it. I call him Father G or Papa G, whatever you want to call him. Yeah, Papa G kicked my butt. I died like 9 times in that fight.
I just went to YouTube and typed in Bloodborne, and I'm watching a montage of people die. This game is beautiful, but oh my gosh, I would have some traumatic experiences if I died the way these people did. This is insane.
I make sure that I take a Xanax before I start playing, so I'm kind of relaxed, and I won't like rage quit and throw my controller at the TV.
I guess.
These bosses and monsters are disgusting.
Yeah.
I know, man.
Yeah.
That's what like this company From Software. No, they also made the Dark Souls games. Like I said earlier, the bosses in the Dark Souls games look like stuff straight out of your nightmares. I mean, they're horrifying.
They really are.
It's crazy.
This thing is so disgusting.
Which one is it?
Bloodletting Beast?
Yeah.
Bloodletting Beast.
I think I've seen that one on
Like, oh my
on
gosh.
like a Twitch stream or something.
It's like
that doesn't sound familiar.
it's a wolf that got. No, the screen says Bloodletting Beast.
I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah,
But it looks like a wolf if the wolf gets
look up Bloodborne bosses.
skinned alive and then lit on fire.
Bloodletting. Oh wait. Sorry. Great podcast material.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean he's not even that bad really compared to a lot of other things.
Oh, well,
No,
to me, it looks pretty disgusting to me.
Wait till you
What the hell is that thing?
look at some of the look at some of the giant spiders that have human heads.
Yeah, there's
Well,
that.
Those are crazy.
There's this
Well,
thing,
now this person's
called,
fighting.
oh man, if you want to look up Bloodborne, Daughter of the Cosmos. and tell
Okay,
me.
well, right now I'm watching this person fight Amygdala.
Oh, Amygdala.
Amygdala.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a part of your brain.
Yeah, I know.
The
it's-
amygdala.
I know. They did it on purpose.
Okay, so it's like
It's
something.
like it's the part of your brain that is responsible for fear, I think.
Yeah, the emotions. And
Yeah.
Stuff, yeah.
So that's why they made.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I figured there was probably some kind of reference there.
So we talked about earlier how Jake got into the game because I let him. I mean, he wanted to play it, but I let him borrow. I got into it. I guess the year it released was like, was it 2015, 2016?
Something like that.
But I thought it looked cool. But I ended up watching a Cat Icarus video, this British YouTuber, and he gave the game like the highest review, like just nothing but glowing.
The game got really great reviews when it came out.
It's like 9s and 10s across the board, kind of like God of War. So I was like, I have to pick this game up, and man, I'm kind of ashamed to say I still haven't beaten it though. Like I've had it for 2 years and I haven't beaten it.
This Daughter of the Cosmos is not winning any beauty contest.
No,
What
that
is
thing is
wrong with
horrifying.
their
It's like
face?
a big bowl of noodles.
It looks like the flying spaghetti monster gets raped by a pomegranate.
Yeah, it kind of does.
That's
like-
pretty
Ew.
pretty graphic way of putting it there.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I don't even want to look.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the game is kind of disgusting the way that some of the monsters look, and of course all the blood and stuff. But
Man.
But besides the way it looks, it also feels like incredible just to play.
yeah, it does. It's a really fun game.
Like, just the action is so
Yeah.
well paced,
It is.
and I don't know how long it took you, but it took me like 10 hours to get to that first area.
Oh yeah, it took me several hours to get to the
Like-
first level because I didn't know what I was doing. I was dying
Yeah,
a
I
whole
got
lot
my
more.
Ass handed to me.
Yeah, you will get your butt handed to you the first time that you play Bloodborne or any of the Dark Souls games.
I walked up to the first human that you see in the game, and I was like, walked up to him like do, and I was like gonna talk to him. He's like, yeah, and just destroy me. I was like,
The first human you see in the game,
yeah,
like, was it one of those guys with like a torch and an axe or something?
yeah.
Like, no,
Yeah.
that dude does not look human at all. He's like a fucking wolf man.
Well, I
You
didn't
see that
know. He had like a top hat on. I don't know. Werewolves don't wear top hats.
So, for the record, anybody that wears a top hat, Ryan will happily walk up to them and do whatever they want. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
What?
Well,
Did you
now
not
I have
hear
to
what he
look up
said?
werewolves
No, so I
wearing
missed
top
it.
hats.
Nah.
I missed it.
I
What'd
said
you say?
I said you'll do anything for anybody that has a top hat on, you know, because they're gentlemen.
Wink, wink.
Ryan should probably avoid people with top hats, I guess.
I think everybody should avoid people with top hats.
I mean, honestly, if I see somebody wearing a top hat in public nowadays, I will definitely walk the other way because they're definitely going to do something.
They're probably one
evil.
of those. It's probably going to be like one of those edgy kids or something.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
One of those
That's
kids
not where
see
I
at,
thought
like,
you
a
were going to
hobby
go with
shop
that,
like,
but
I play
that's good.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Ah, mother, brother, sister, wife.
Oh man, that's a deep
Oh,
inside
my
joke
God.
that I'm sure
Yeah.
the people on the podcast will relate to.
Oh, yeah,
man.
that group of people at our local card shop.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
this family at a local card shop that are
That plays Magic. They
Yeah.
all play Magic.
let's just say they're quirky. I don't want to be too mean or anything.
Yeah, we'll just leave it at they're quirky.
Yeah,
That's the nicest way to say
that's a
that.
very nice way to put it.
There's a lot of after watching some of these videos, there's a lot of interesting colors they use.
In
In this
Bloodborne,
game.
yeah.
Yeah, they use a lot of purples
Oh, yeah.
and
So much
blues. Like,
Yeah, it looks great. The game looks great. The graphics are good. The colors
The-
are awesome. The setting, the way they did everything.
Purple is an underrated color.
it is.
I,
I mean, I'm watching.
I'm looking at your screensaver right now. And you got this big purple guy from Dragon Ball Super. I forget his
Oh
name.
yeah, it's Topo from Dragon
Yeah.
Ball Super.
Nice.
Like his whole screen is purple.
Yeah, I think purple has become my favorite color. It goes back and forth between purple and blue, but yeah, even like the game changes as you go. Like those things that you were using, the insights.
Mm-hmm.
The more you get, if you get a certain amount of those, the game starts to like change around you, because it's like you're gaining insight to what the world actually looks like.
Wow. Like, what do you mean change? Like, how does it change?
Like the sky like turns purple and stuff, and
That's
you
cool.
start to the enemies literally will get new attacks and become.
So, like, did the game get harder?
Yes, if you get a lot of insight, the game actually gets harder.
Well, maybe I shouldn't stock up on insight.
Yeah, you
Because I'm already getting my butt kicked as it is in this game.
but it doesn't. I don't think the insight really comes into effect because you won't get enough. It's like 50.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get 50
Okay.
insight, things start to like change.
Yeah.
What about the game keeps you coming back to play it?
Victory,
Victory.
just like
Okay.
conquering it and saying,
I mean, like,
"No, you sit down."
Okay.
I mean, like, I just love RPGs and action games, and I mean, this is an action RPG, right?
Yeah, it is.
I just
It
love
is.
those
It
kinds of
just
games.
feels so good. Like,
And this game is just it's really challenging, and you get a sense of accomplishment whenever you beat a boss because it's such a challenge. You just feel a really good sense of accomplishment.
even the like simplest enemies in the game, if you're not paying attention, will destroy you.
Yeah.
This thing is disgusting. I'm watching this man lizard person fight this squid thing on this sand water stuff. This game, I'm definitely
That's
gonna
all
have
this to
nightmares
look forward
tonight.
to as the game goes on.
The game is
It gets worse, man.
Yeah,
It
the
gets
game is
more
gross.
It gets grosser.
it's very bloody. I mean, I like this kind of stuff,
Yeah.
Like, I love horror movies and stuff, and so, I like fighting all these big monsters. And that's kind of what it reminds me of, is some, like, monster movies and stuff.
Yeah, I could see
Kind of
that.
like that, yeah.
Except, like, I don't know.
Except you're actually dying
Yeah,
over and
yeah,
over and
you're
over
actually,
again.
Like, it's the hardest survival horror game ever. It
Yeah, I
just-
guess you could call it survival horror.
Yeah, in a way it is. Like, it'll put you in your place.
It will. It will.
But the game,
I'm getting a phone call from my dad right now. I'm not gonna answer it.
the game,
Call him back later.
I don't know. Maybe I'm saying the same things. But it just feels so good to kill this stuff,
Yeah, because like I said, the game's so
It's
challenging.
so challenging, exactly.
And whenever you finally kill some of these really challenging bosses, like you get this big sense of accomplishment.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to also talk to other people who played the game and compare how many times it took you,
Mm-hmm.
and until they're
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, I beat him." Like, there's a boss a little later in the game called the Shadows of Yharnam.
I've seen a video of someone fighting him.
Yeah, I beat him in one try,
Nice.
and I was like, "Holy crap, that felt amazing!"
Yeah.
Because that's probably one of my favorite boss fights. It's just so like you're jumping out. There's this stadium, and you're jumping all around the place, and if you let
Mm.
the fight go on long enough, like these giant snakes come out of the ground and start attacking you.
Crap.
And I'm just like, I take one of them down. That's like 1 on 2, and then I take another one down, but I don't get them down in time, so the snake just burst through.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like jumping all over the stage.
Yeah.
And my health is so low. I think I only have like 1 or 2 blood balls left. So I'm just like, screw it. Just like dash in, take the final shot, take him down. Like, heck yeah, boy. Hell yeah.
It definitely feels like one of those games you could definitely feel accomplished in playing
exactly.
after you had like a terrible day.
Yeah.
You know, like you just come in, it's like, I'm going to destroy something today. And then,
Yeah.
Well,
it
I
is-
don't know. If I've had a terrible day, then I'm probably going to get on that game and die over and over again and just get even more salty.
I do. There is a cathartic element to it, I think, though.
Mm.
Like if
I know my experience playing the first couple levels. All right, let me tell you something. Like Brian was watching me play a few days ago, right? And I picked up some antidotes. It says heals poison. I'm like, when will I actually need this? Like, how much will I be poisoned? Ryan's like, they're not any good. You won't be using them. So I get to the next level, like to old Yarnum. All these freaking wolf people there. You know what they do when they hit you, Ryan? They poison you. They poison you. You're like, you won't need those antidotes.
I said you.
And then I'm getting poisoned left and right. And then the Bloodletting Beast, you know what it does when it hits you? It poisons you. And that poison drains your health very fast. It's a really strong poison. You know how it killed me the first time? The freaking poison. I didn't have enough antidotes.
Maybe I'm just too
And
good.
the poison drains your health. The kid
I'm just so good.
told me I'm not going to need the antidotes. And then the boss and half of the monsters in the next level sit there and poison you.
I was thinking it wasn't until later when you needed it.
I feel
Well,
like
it's the second level. It's the second level when you need antidotes.
I thought it was like
Yeah.
way down the line.
Yeah, no. But I mean, Ryan watched me fight Father
Gassy coin.
Gascon, Papa G, and yeah, like Ryan's like coaching me through the fight, you know, like yelling, back up, heal,
back up.
heal, like don't get too aggressive, like I actually beat him. I'm like, man, I need like a little Ryan sitting on my shoulder whenever I'm playing this game, just like yelling, making call out for me.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Why can't you make the call out that good when we play Overwatch?
Oh man.
Come on, kid.
Like, yeah.
because he doesn't need an internet connection to play Bloodborne. I'm not single player.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
Thank God.
So, does it trigger you guys when people say Bloodborne is just a sneaky way for people to start playing Dark Souls?
Just a what way?
A sneaky way to start playing Dark
Yeah.
Souls. A lot of people online have compared Dark Souls and Bloodborne.
I haven't heard anyone say that, but like I just got into the game, so
I mean, I haven't heard a lot of people say
wouldn't.
anything like that, but no.
I mean, I don't see why it would matter. They're made by the same
it's
company.
not the same
I mean,
company.
like I said, I just haven't really had the time to get around the Dark Souls, and Ryan happened to have Bloodborne and let me borrow it. I mean, if he had had Dark Souls, I would have said, let me borrow Dark Souls, you know.
I mean, Bloodborne's better anyway.
Well,
Bloodborne's the best Souls game.
no, well, like I said, I haven't played Dark Souls yet, so I can't say my opinion on that. But
Well, Dark Souls Remastered's coming out, so you can get that.
cool. Is it a remaster of the first one for like PS4?
PS4, Xbox One, PC, and Switch.
I might get it on PC now.
I'm definitely probably going to get it on Switch because nothing will make me more satisfied than snapping my Switch in half in a car ride.
Wow.
That sounds very enjoyable.
And then you're gonna regret it right after you do it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
crap.
So I'll probably just watch people play Dark Souls on their Switch.
Yeah. Thinking about like hard games like this, the last game that I can remember playing that was this hard was like Ninja Gaiden 2 on Xbox 360.
It's been a while ago.
That game is really hard.
I mean,
I never even beat it. I don't think. Like I was a kid whenever I got it.
I played some game on the PS, Ninja Gaiden game on the PS3. I can't remember what it was. That might have been what it
What
was.
it Razor's Edge, Ninja Gaiden 3.
I
Because
don't
that
remember.
one's not near as hard as the second one.
I don't remember.
Nowhere near as hard as the
I
second.
was thinking it was called like Sigma or something.
Oh, okay.
I don't
no.
know. But the last hard game I played, talked about it on here before, was Celeste. I think that game actually might be harder than Bloodborne.
Which one?
Celeste.
Celeste?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like Super Meat Boy meets
Yeah.
a girl,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah. I remember you told me about it. Yeah, I just haven't played many games like that.
Yeah, I've only
Got
played
into
pretty much Super Meat Boy and Celeste as far as like super hard platforms go, but Celeste is amazing. So I do like hard games. I've discovered that in the last few years. I mean, most of them aren't my favorite, but if they're made well, no.
Yeah. Well, what you need to do is one of my favorite game series is Devil May Cry. Like, there'll be some harder modes on there.
Yeah.
Like
The base mode's not
one
that
of them
hard,
is
but when you
like
pump it up.
yeah, one of them is like Dante Must Die mode.
Yeah,
I think that's the mode where like you die in one hit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. If you want to try some hard games, try that.
Yeah, is Dante Must Die? Is that the one where you die in one hit but your enemies don't?
Yeah, I think like there's different modes. I don't remember. I think they might call it something different in each of the Devil May Cry games. It's been a while since I played it.
The newest one, the remake, was Dante Must Die.
Yeah. And yeah, there are modes where you die in one hit, but the enemy don't. There are modes where you both die in one hit.
I could see that. I could see that being possible,
Yeah.
but not likely for me.
I mean, you just gotta be quick and just keep dodging and stuff. Like, I haven't tried it yet, but it sounds like it'd be really hard.
It seems
in my
like
opinion.
hard games have kind of come back in the last. I mean, I
Yeah,
guess
they definitely stopped for a while. And it was a lot of like Minecrafts and Terrarias and stuff like that.
Hard, obviously.
Minecraft is a hard game.
Oh yeah, hardest game in the world. Just turn on
Right
God
next to
mode
Stardew Valley, man. You know?
Right next to what?
Stardew Valley. You know, Stardew Valley,
Yeah,
Terraria,
Stardew Valley is
and
really hard.
Minecraft, the trinity of hardest games ever.
I can't tell if y'all are just screwing with me or not
Well,
right now.
Stardew Valley is a farm simulator.
It's a what?
It's a farming simulator.
Oh.
And Minecraft is a
Yeah.
building simulator, and Terraria is a dungeon crawler, pretty much.
I've never played Minecraft. It doesn't look interesting to me.
I don't like it.
You're not missing much.
Okay. I don't understand all the craze behind it. Like,
Yeah, I never
it doesn't
get
look like a
into
fun game to me.
No, I don't really like it. Let's see. Have either one of y'all played Cuphead?
No, I haven't played Cuphead yet.
I've seen people play Cuphead, but I haven't like bought it yet.
Yeah, it looks really fun. I want to play it.
I just haven't bought it. It's on my wish list.
Yeah, it's on.
If you want to.
I didn't realize it was gonna be on PC as well as Xbox.
I didn't know it was on Xbox.
Well, it came out last year, obviously.
Okay.
But still haven't gotten it. I'm just glad it's on Steam and not like the Windows Store, because Sea of Thieves is on the Windows Store, not Steam.
What is?
Sea of Thieves,
Oh,
that rare game.
The new pirate game that you can play.
Yeah, it looks cool, but
is that that Ubisoft game? No.
no, it's rare.
No.
People who made Banjo-Kazooie and
The made. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm thinking of that. That Ubisoft game isn't even out yet. The one I'm thinking of. Ubisoft is making like this new pirate game.
oh yeah, I know you're talking.
Because I remember in Assassin's Creed 3 and Black Flag, you know, my favorite part of those games was
the boat,
selling the ship. Yeah,
Right,
and
right.
I was like, Ubisoft
Yeah.
needs to make a game that's like entirely based around this, and now they are.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty cool.
that's.
Is there any ocean aquatic stuff in Bloodborne, or is it just really like
I haven't gotten
dungeons
that far
crawl?
yet, so I don't know.
No, there's not.
There's not.
I mean, there's a lake.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah.
Is it a lake of tears, of salty tears of people that have
Yes,
died to the
it's-
game?
Yeah.
I wonder what what percentage of people quit within like an hour.
And like never played it again?
Yeah,
I'm sure there's a good many.
they just.
I don't
got-
know. According to Reddit, this guy put 56 hours into it and finally got 100%
Oh,
on the game.
I put 100 hours.
In
into it
56
now.
hours.
Yeah.
That's not that bad.
Cool. Yeah. That's
Actually.
good.
Um,
Sounds good to me
yeah,
compared
that's really good actually.
for an RPG. I mean,
For an
Yeah.
RPG, that's
but I've
one of
never
the
played an
hardest
RPG
games.
like this, so I don't know if 56 hours is a lot of time for this game
It's-
or
I
not.
mean, it's hard. It would be hard to beat this game in
Mhm.
56
Yeah, it's-
hours, probably.
Especially 100%. That's saying something. They're pretty good.
Oh yeah. But, like, there's, we've been talking about all these hard games. There's been like people talking about how they want games like Bloodborne to come out with like an easy mode. Just
But no, because that's the point of the game.
like they're
The
getting
point
mad.
of the Souls games and Bloodborne and stuff is to be a ridiculously hard game. That's the challenge.
Exactly.
That's what
they're saying
makes
it's
it
being-
Bloodborne. That's kind of what makes it fun. It's the challenge of can you beat this crazy hard game.
Yeah, they're saying that it's like not inclusive or something. It's like this is stupid.
That's so weird.
Just don't buy the game if you don't want a hard game.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, that's what the game's made for. It's made to be hard.
I feel like those type of people just jump on the bandwagon.
Oh, yeah.
Of, this is gonna be an awesome game,
Yeah.
and then they're like, "I don't like this game. It's too hard.
Yeah.
Or I don't like the mechanics, or this or that." You know,
I mean, it's
excuses,
kind of like Mass Effect 3 has this mode.
Oh, yeah.
Mass Effect is my favorite game series, by the way. I have not played Andromeda. I've heard too many bad things about it. But the original trilogy, Mass Effect 3, has this mode where like it's basically made for if you just want a third-person shooter, just go through and shoot stuff. Like all of the big decisions in the game are made for you. There's not as much talking. It's like it's an RPG. The point of Mass Effect is to enjoy the story, to talk to characters and unlock more of the story and stuff. It's more of that and less shooting. If you want like a third-person shooter, don't buy Mass Effect 3.
Play Gears, baby. Don't play Gears.
Yeah. Good War is a good game.
I never played them.
Wow.
Yeah, it's always interesting to see how many different, I guess, types of gamers there are out there, especially with people wanting an easy mode for Bloodborne or
Yeah.
for Dark
I
Souls,
think
or
they're completely missing the point of the game.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's like the thing with that mode on Mass Effect 3. That's not the point of the game. It's an RPG.
It's just
I understand having an assist
mode.
mode. Yeah, I mean, I understand having like an assist mode on Super Mario Odyssey, even though it stamps your game with that assist button.
Yeah.
I mean, if the company wants to do it, that's fine. I don't have a problem with it.
Mhm.
It's their prerogative, but people
Of
don't
course.
need to get mad.
Yeah.
I know.
Like
Yeah.
Celeste has an assist mode. I didn't turn it on. I didn't turn it on once. I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm
Yeah.
a man.
It's like, I don't need this.
But I feel like I would be kind of missing. People
You'd be
say,
missing the experience.
exactly.
That's
People
how I
say
feel about
they
it.
want to experience Bloodborne
Yeah.
or Dark Souls or Cuphead,
Yeah.
but like they want to experience it. But so they want an easy mode because they want to go. But you're not experiencing it.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah,
it's like
you're
that
not-
mode on Mass Effect 3. I don't even remember what it's called. It's been so long since I played it. But like you're not experiencing Mass Effect if you make the game make all the big decisions for you. The
Yeah.
point of the game is to make all these big decisions, and the decisions that you make throughout all three games affect the ending of the third game.
Is that
Exactly.
What
And
it is?
That's
you're
how-
not getting the full experience of the game if you play on that mode, whatever it's called.
It doesn't make any sense to me. These developers and everybody spent all their time and energy working really hard
Yeah.
on these amazing creations for us to
Yeah.
entertain ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And, you're just like spitting on that or throwing it out the window. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I know you spent a lot of time, but, that's like people saying, not that they have, but, for example, everybody with the God of War game, that's like saying, can Kratos' son be a daughter instead of a son? Like, I want her to be
Yeah,
a
but
girl
we-
throughout
I
the
don't
game.
know.
Have people actually been complaining about that with the new God of War?
don't
No,
think
that
so.
was.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I was just
thought
bringing
you,
it up.
I thought
as
you were
like
being
a-
serious. I was like, if
No.
I was a developer, I'd be like, go screw yourself. Like,
No, the developer actually cried, like on a video, saying thank you so much to people,
Yeah.
and
I saw that.
He was-
Corey
he
Borlaug,
was
I think
really-
is his name.
yeah, he was really impressed and just shocked by how much positivity is with the game.
I mean, hey,
And whatnot.
like I said, God of War is one of my favorite game series ever. I'm really looking forward to playing this new one. So,
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, these are. It's their division. It's not division. It's their vision.
yeah,
Like we're.
Exactly.
It's like saying like, hey, can this movie
yeah.
like can I dumb down this movie or can I make this movie about something else?
Well, I mean, that has
Yeah,
happened,
like,
but
Yeah.
it turned into some bad movies.
Yeah. Like
But yeah, don't
you're
mess with
missing
the
the,
games
like
like that.
not every game is for everybody.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna. I'm
Exactly.
never gonna play World of Warcraft.
yeah.
But I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
email Blizzard and ask them to make it a game that I want.
Yeah, I mean, Blizzard's great. You know, they're usually great to the fans anyway, right?
Yeah. I mean, and I'm
players.
sure World of Warcraft is probably a good game, but it's not my type of game.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know, and that's why it's really cool about gaming. But there's some people I just feel they're like I have to play every
Some people are
game,
just
or I'm not
entitled
like a.
like that.
Yeah.
I'm just like, you don't have to play every game, you know.
Yeah.
And there's those gamers that like only play, you know, like the Bloodborne and the Dark Souls, and don't play other stuff. And they're like, what do you mean you're playing Splatoon and Mario?
Yeah.
That's not like, you know, they don't understand it.
Yeah. That's like my brother. Like, he pretty much plays Madden and NBA 2K,
Oh,
and then
sports
like
gamer.
Call of Duty.
So
That's like all he
Oh.
plays.
I mean,
Like a-
to me,
I just can't get into sports games. I
to
don't-
me that's really boring. But to him,
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, but to him,
But-
he
Like-
loved playing NBA and Madden.
it's like this.
Yeah.
You know, the craze that's going on right now of battle royale games.
Of what?
Oh.
Battle Royale games. Yeah.
Like Fortnite and PUBG.
yeah, I haven't played any of those, but
I
to me, they just don't seem like my type of game. I mean, I might try Fortnite because I heard that it got some things in common with Borderlands, and Borderlands is one of my favorite game series ever.
I mean, it's
But-
free, so
Yeah,
It's free,
yeah,
and
so
it's
that's what I'm
fun.
saying. I might as well try it.
And you know, I being a big Borderlands fan myself, I played Fortnite, but it's definitely like it's something I'll pick up and play, but I don't find myself like I have fun in the moment, but I don't close out the game and think that was really fun.
yeah.
I'm glad I played that kind of a thing, and I'm like, why did I just waste, you know, an hour or 5? It's usually less than an hour because I die very quickly.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where I'm like, you know, I'm glad I didn't pay money for this, because if I would
Yeah.
have paid $60 for Fortnite
Yeah.
and then it be that, I would not be happy with my purchase.
I mean, that's kind of like the other night Ryan asked if I wanted to play Overwatch. I'm like, no. He's like, why? Because Bloodborne is better. I'm having more fun playing Bloodborne right now.
Like I said,
Yeah, it's
they're
kinda-
pretty
it's
much
kinda
the
me.
same game.
For saying,
I
yeah,
mean-
They're the
yeah.
exact same game.
Bloodborne and Overwatch are the exact same game. You heard it from Ryan here, folks.
That's
It-
right.
Hey man, I would
The
love
Last
to
of
see.
Us-
I mean, you die a lot in both of them, right?
Yeah,
There's your similarity.
The Last of Us is overrated, and Bloodborne and Overwatch are the same game. Come here for your hot.
Hey.
Oh, my voice just cracked.
People are gonna start a freaking riot if
People-
they listen to this.
Come here for the hot takes, baby.
Woo!
Ryan is all in for the
I'm all in, baby.
Bloodborne skins coming to Overwatch soon.
Can Tracer get? I don't want to get too off base here, but can Tracer please get another skin? It's been like a year.
Yes, because all the people that listen to our podcast are all from Blizzard, and they are definitely listening to all the wonderful words we say about
Well, I mean,
Overwatch.
this is the Bloodborne podcast. Y'all wanted to talk about Bloodborne. Maybe we could talk about Overwatch.
Yeah, we can
Some
talk about
other
Overwatch on another episode.
Y'all invited me on here to talk about Bloodborne.
Then talk about Bloodborne, boy.
I guess.
Oh my gosh. What about the little outfits that you can get? Have you gotten any little outfits?
The-
Hold on, you can cosplay in Bloodborne.
The little-
There's cosmetics.
The little out.
I'll definitely buy the game.
He's talking about the different armor and
Oh.
stuff
Oh.
that you find. The little outfit.
the little outfits.
I do like
I mean,
outfits
cool,
in
I
games.
guess.
The little fancy boy outfits.
Oh yeah. Whenever Ryan was watching me play the other night, I found this armor that came with like a top hat.
He was a fancy boy.
Yeah. Like, man, I look like a boss over here killing some beast
You
with.
just need a cane. You can get that. You can get the cane whip.
Oh yeah.
I don't like. I've
There's
never
a
used that
cane
weapon.
whip. That
Yeah,
sounds
one
really
of the
cool.
weapons is a cane whip. Yeah, like apparently you
sounds
can hit people with
real
it
cool.
as a cane, and then you can turn it into a whip. That's one of the cool things about Bloodborne is the weapons are called trick weapons because they have like two different forms.
Yeah.
Like I'm using
Nice.
what's called the hunter axe. Like you can have it as a one-handed axe, and then you can extend it to make it a big two-handed axe with longer range. It's really awesome.
Do the bosses also have trick hats, trick weapons? Or
Trick hats. So he said.
Trick hat.
Yeah,
I haven't encountered any bosses that have weapons like this. I don't think
Well,
they do.
Gascoigne had one.
Hmm?
Gascoigne.
Oh yeah, the first boss.
is
That's right.
he the guy in the wheelchair?
The guy in the wheelchair.
No, that's Gurman.
Oh,
Okay.
you're talking about the NPC and
Yeah.
Honey Drink.
Don't say anything about spoilers or anything.
Yeah, one of the first bosses in the game, Papa G, as I call him because I can't pronounce his name. But yeah, he's a hunter like you, and so he has his weapon is a hunter axe, and yeah, he can extend his as well to make it into a big two-handed axe.
Yeah, it's the other hunters that you fight in the game have weapons similar to you.
Yeah,
That sounds pretty awesome.
Oh, the game's.
I wish.
they're a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
They're tough.
They're tough, but they're my favorite fights in the game though. Against other
Is there a
people.
crafting system where you can craft your own trick weapons?
Well, there's like you can upgrade your weapons and like fortify them with different,
gems?
yeah, they're called like gems and blood gems and stuff like that. Like give them an attack boost. But like I said, I haven't gotten very far into the game, so I don't know what all crafting stuff is available. Ron could probably tell you more. Like
It's just a bunch of gems and stuff mostly.
it's just a bunch of gems,
Okay.
And then
I guess.
I used the Kirk hammer through most of my playthrough.
The Kirk hammer.
Just a big freaking hammer it's a sword that turns into a massive like jackhammer thing.
Yeah, Ryan told me to buy the Kirk hammer, and like I thought it looked really awesome, but then I bought it, and I guess it's just gonna take me a while to get used to it because my first impression of it is it's extremely slow, and I'm getting my butt kicked because I just feel like it's too. I have a more aggressive play style, and the Kirk hammer is just too slow for me.
You need
right
to
now.
I think it's kind of a combo oriented weapon too. Like,
Yeah, like
you go
I guess I
throw-
just have to get used to it. Try it out some more.
just like I think I just like the big heavy weapons.
Hmm.
The axe is obviously also a heavy weapon. But then there's this sword in the game called Ludwig's. I think it's Ludwig's Holy Sword.
Hmm.
It's just a big freaking sword. It's like
Sounds cool.
a sword, and then you put it in its sheath, but the sheath is also like a sword.
Oh yeah. I've seen stuff like that in videos.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. The trick weapons in the game are pretty cool. I love. It was a cool mechanic that they put in the game. How they have different forms. I don't know if that's in Dark Souls or not. Like I said, I haven't played
No,
them,
it's
but
not.
it's not.
In Dark Souls 3, you have this thing called like stances where you can change like your stance.
Hmm.
Neo's kind of the same way. Well,
Mhm.
Neo's not made by From Software, but
Yeah.
let's see. We talked about the graphics, like we said, are amazing. We talked about
Hmm.
the trick.
I'm on the
weapons.
Bloodborne wiki right now, and there's some really cool looking weapons.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah, there are some amazing looking weapons.
There's
Like the
some-
art style is really good.
there's some weapons that I haven't even gotten yet. That you have to get in the DLC. I have the DLC.
Oh man, DLCs. That
Yeah.
could be another topic one of these
Yeah.
days. I could rant for a while about
Oh my
fucking
gosh.
DLCs.
I don't mind. I don't.
We're looking at you, EA.
Yeah, from Activision. I don't really mind DLC though.
it
I
has to
don't
be
mind
good
DLC if they're done good.
Yeah.
Like 2K and Gearbox, the Borderlands DLCs are great. They add more
The
weapons.
Splatoon 2 DLC is really good too.
Yeah, if you do DLCs right, then they're good. But like the loot box crap. And
Yeah, but I'd say that's almost
DLC
that's
stuff.
different than DLC really.
Yeah.
I mean, it's maybe a subsection of DLC.
The easiest way I describe what are we talking about? Oh my gosh. DLC is with Destiny. It's like, yeah, you bought the game, but you gotta buy the rest of the game too.
That's why I did not buy Destiny 2. I
Yeah.
don't think I will.
I mean, they even did that with Destiny 1, which is
Yeah.
terrible.
I didn't play Destiny 1 that much.
I played it a good bit.
I played it.
And before we
Bloodborne is
also
coming.
rudely interrupted. I don't know, was I?
Yep.
We're going through what we've talked about so far. Talked about the little clothes. What about not really the lore, but like I guess the lore, but just the environment, the city itself and
Yeah,
what's going on.
they did a really good job with the setting and stuff. And it's one of those games where it kind of leaves you in the dark a little bit. Like if you want to find out more about the story,
have to
you
go
kind of have
look.
to explore. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to look for it. Like it's an action RPG. It's not as story oriented as like a JRPG or something. but
I guess technically it is a JRPG, but it is kind of. I guess it's almost like a J.
Well, I mean, because
it's made by a Japanese studio.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's well. I guess technically, if you want to look at it that way, I guess.
What time period is this set in?
I don't know. It doesn't say, but it looks like 1800s England.
Yeah, it looks something like that. I mean, you have guns and old like muskets, like
blunderbusses and stuff.
I'm glad that the game, like, I'm glad you don't actually have to reload your weapons in this game.
Yeah.
Holy crap! I could imagine it would take forever to reload one of those guns, and you're going to get destroyed while trying to reload a freaking musket or something.
The game setting though is perfect, I would say.
Yeah, like the design of it is good. You know, it looks great, and I just, having this crazy. It's set in this city where, like, for those of you that haven't played it, it's this city where like everyone's kind of gone crazy. It seems like I don't know too much about the story right now, but people are out on. It's like the night of the hunt or whatever, and
Garnham is the name of the city.
And your character is an outsider who's not from the city. And so
you kind of come to the city to get a cure, and then end up going on this hunt.
The Wikipedia has a pretty good definition. Stunningly detailed gothic environments, atmospheric lighting, and advanced new online experience showcase the power and prowess of the PlayStation 4 system. It's like, it's like that. That's pretty it's pretty enticing. Keywords: blood and beast in a gothic setting.
Yeah, it sums it up pretty well.
That pretty much sums it up right there.
So I feel like this is the game you can put a little bit of time into, or you can put a ton of time into, and it's definitely for casual people and also super hardcore in-depth people as well.
To some extent, maybe it's for casual.
Like the more you play it, the more you're gonna get out of it.
Yeah, definitely. It's like we said earlier, you're gonna die a lot. You're gonna get a game over.
I feel like casuals.
This is not a game for casual people.
No, I don't think so.
This is a game for
quit if you're
like any of the games made by the company. What's it called? From Software.
Yeah, I don't say any of them, but any of the recent games, because they made some other games in the past.
Yeah.
That weren't.
Any of the Dark Souls games or whatever, like they're made to be challenging. Yeah. If you want a challenge of killing these big, really hard bosses, then this game is for you.
Yeah, if you
not for casual gamers.
Yeah, I actually don't think it's for casuals. I think they will quit very quickly.
Yeah.
How important are the classes in this game? Or
they're not very much.
They're not. They're not too important. No. I mean, it just it pretty much decides what your starting stats are.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's gonna be up to your skill.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more about your skill in combat than what class you pick.
All up to you.
What do you think the story of the second Bloodborne would be if they make one?
I mean, like I said, I haven't gotten.
Or what would you like to see?
I haven't
from what you've played so far. What would you like to see in the
second
second Bloodborne?
Huh?
Yeah.
I don't even know if I want a second one.
I mean, like I said, I haven't gotten very far into this one. I don't know a lot about the story. I don't know how the game ends.
Ending's not going to help you very much with.
I mean, I don't know.
The ending's super weird. But I don't know if I want a second one. I kind of just want them to do kind of what they did when they made Bloodborne was make something different.
Something different.
Like, let's see a Dark Souls set in space or something. Like
a Dark Souls set in space.
Yeah. You just floating through space the whole time.
I would definitely play that.
I think
Dark Souls set in space, that sounds pretty awesome.
I think if you want a game like that, you should probably play Dead Space.
Dead Space.
Probably
That's
what
a
you
good
should
game.
play.
That's a good game.
Dead Space is a pretty good game.
Yeah.
But yeah, so at the end of the day, would you recommend this game? It sounds like you would.
I would definitely recommend it. Yeah, I'm glad I bought it from you. Even though I haven't gotten very far into it, it's a really fun game. I'm really enjoying it.
What on your personal rating scale, what would you give it?
Probably like I'd probably give it like an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. I'd give it like a 9.5.
Okay, wow, those are big big numbers to follow.
I can tell that Ryan really liked the game because whenever I first put it into my PS4, it was so scratched up that it wouldn't read the disc.
Let's
And
see.
I was like, oh crap. How much has Ryan played this game?
A lot, like I said.
Probably a lot.
Yeah, and then a couple days later, I put the game in again, and once again, I got the disc read error.
Oh, boy.
Can't read error. Yeah.
I mean, it's got a 92% on Metacritic.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very...
It's a great game.
It still holds up. I mean,
Yeah.
for it coming out on March 24th, 2015, it still holds up today.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
they did a
yeah.
fantastic job with this game.
Oh.
Freaking advertisements on this Metacritic website.
Yeah, it's got a 92 on Metacritic, 9.0 user score. It's definitely in my top 10 favorite games, easily. Maybe top 5.
I wouldn't go so far as to put it in like my top 5 favorite games, but like I said, I haven't played that much of it yet, and you just gotta understand how much I love Mass Effect.
A lot.
That's my favorite game series ever.
Yeah. Kingdom Hearts is probably my
Yeah.
favorite.
Love that
series.
game.
I don't know.
Kingdom Hearts is definitely my favorite game series,
Kingdom
but I'm
Hearts is
definitely...
amazing.
Yeah.
I just got a new topic. We could talk about our favorite game series.
Go
That'd be
ahead,
a cool
we could do
episode.
that, or we could do one on Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Whenever Kingdom Hearts 3 comes
That's
out.
also true.
we
Yeah.
can do that.
Not
Oh,
today,
man.
though.
Yeah, not
Not
today.
today.
No, not today.
I gotta do some homework.
Okay, well, I mean, we can wrap this up
Yeah.
if you guys
Homework
want.
sucks.
I'm sure we...
Yeah, it does.
So-
yeah, it does. Yeah, I guess we can wrap it up.
I guess those are our thoughts on Bloodborne coming
So,
from a noob who has never played
Yeah,
a
so
Dark Souls or Bloodborne game.
we
Like-
rambled
like-
a little bit too much, but
yeah,
we tried to keep it
did.
on Bloodborne.
So, for those of you that have never played Bloodborne, does this make you want to play it? If so, let us know on Twitter.
Yeah, I wish, this is going back just 1 second, but I wish we put this podcast out a couple months ago because it was actually free on PlayStation Now. or
Yeah,
PS
and
Plus.
I wish you would have let me know
I
that
swear I told you.
last month. Yeah, because it was the free game of the month in March on PlayStation Now. I really wish you would have told me that.
I swear I
Well,
told
dang,
you.
I totally would have
We
bought.
could have played it together online. I mean,
Well, for
did
those of
not
you
tell me.
who can go back in time and get it, you should. For those of you who don't have the time stone, then you can probably get it for pretty cheap if you want to pick it up.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
those of you
It's
that
like
can't.
$20.
Yeah, for those of you that can't travel
with
back
that
in
being
time,
said,
you
I
can
think we
definitely pick
would
this
all
up at
recommend it,
any.
even Jordan, who has,
Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty awesome.
it is a
you
great
know,
game. It is.
and
at the end of the day, I can appreciate hack and slash games.
yeah,
so.
definitely, it is. It's great. Just try it out. I'd say try it out. It's cheap. If you have a PS4 and you haven't played it, just try it out. And then maybe that'll lead
Yeah.
you down a hallway or an alley that you didn't think you would like, that type of game. Yeah.
That's true. You know, that's gaming's all about trying new experiences, even if you don't know if you.
Exactly. If
You'd
you're
like
too
it or
scared
not.
to try to
Yeah.
experience in real life, try to experience in a video game.
That's true.
Because we're
So,
all
as always,
nerds and we're
guys-
scared of people.
That's true. As always, guys, thank you for listening so much. We honestly didn't think we'd have as this much positive reinforcement with it and whatnot. So we're very grateful for all your listeners out there. Keep listening. Interact with us on Twitter. You're more than welcome to. We're not shy on Twitter. Both of us are on Twitter a pretty good bit. And you can always find the podcast at OneUpMePodcast on Twitter, or use the hashtag OneUpMePodcast and interact with us on there.
Yeah, you can find me at Ryan Divisions.
You can find me at Swaylock. Jake, thank you so much
Yeah, thank you,
for
buddy.
Yeah, I'm so.
coming on. Do you
Sorry.
do you have a Twitter you could
don't
tell
think
people
Jake
about,
even
or
has
No,
Twitter.
I'm not like I have a Twitter, but I'm never really on it. But yeah,
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm kind of a noob to the game and didn't have too much to offer to the conversation. But
well, Jake, you had more to offer than me, man. I never even played the
You
game.
haven't even played it.
So, but if anybody wants to ask Jake any questions or anything, you can ask, me and Ryan on social media, and we'll definitely feed those questions to him. And, if you want him back on and you liked him, let us know.
I get-
Feel free to leave us an iTunes review or a comment on SoundCloud or anything really. I mean, you know, we're just three people that
I
like
guess. I know.
playing video
Hey,
games.
I'll tell you one thing. If you ever want to do one of these on like Mass Effect, you bet I'm down.
See, I've never played Mass Effect.
You just gotta understand how much I love that game. It's definitely my favorite
Oh
game.
my gosh.
Or like God of War. Whenever I play God of War, that's another one of my favorite games.
Jake will definitely be on a game in the future, whether
Yeah.
it's him talking about some weird Mass Effect or just once he beats
talk
Bloodborne.
about all the
gosh.
awesome alien sex you can have
Oh
in
my
Mass
gosh.
Effect.
Oh gosh.
We'll have to have you on
I told
again.
Jake to try to keep it PG-13, so you can
I'm
tell
trying.
he's
I'm
showing the
trying.
burst. He wants to say
I'm
something.
trying. Yeah, I'm trying my best to keep it PG-13. I promise, Ryan.
We'll have to have you on again when you are hospitalized for almost committing suicide from playing this game. So
Maybe once he beats
Maybe it
Bloodborne.
won't come to that.
Oh, we can have him on again.
hopefully not.
I think that's it. I think that's
Words?
it, guys. Though, you think that's it, Jordan?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for listening again. You can find us on social media. All the things you need to know are in the description. So keep on gaming, and as always, play on.
Play on.